Hiya. I know it's been a while. But I don't think anybody consecutively watches my videos yet, so point for me. Anyways, my hair's here. I'm not sure if I'm in focus all the way back here. The topic of today's video is my experience with taking the Praxis Education of Young Children test. I did a video before about taking the Praxis core, yeah, that's what it was, and the study materials that I use, and it seemed to do really well on it. And since I am gonna, take more tests and have more experience with this subject matter, I can probably say that I could just continue it on my channel, and a lot of y'all will watch it. I am an education or early childhood education major. I go to a college in South Carolina. I don't know much of it. And I've taken the Praxis core, and the next test in the series in order to get my certification was the Praxis Education of Young Children exam. It's different if you're like an early childhood education major or if you're whatever the other education majors are, like it's separated between grades and stuff. I'm really not in focus. So for me, being early childhood education, which is K through 3rd grade here in South Carolina, I had to take the Praxis Education of Young Children exam. And it was intimidating. This time, what I did, I had a friend of mine who's in my class take the exam before I took it, so I got to ask her a lot of questions about it and, get a feel for the exam before I actually took the exam. So the only study materials that I used for this exam was the actual materials that the Praxis ETS website provides for you for this exam. It's kind of hard when it gets broken down into like the individual tests, because you can't find a lot of information on the internet unless it's the main general test like the Praxis core, and how I found that study guide on Amazon. So all I did was use the provided study materials. I did have to pay for them, which is kind of stupid. And I ordered it like either a week or over a week before my exam. And it's a basic practice exam, but when you try to take it you take it once, and when you take it again, it's still the same questions and they're in the same order. So you can't really take it a couple times a day or every day up until your exam, because you're just going to end up memorizing the answers and memorizing the questions. So what I did is I bought the test. It was like $20-some odd. I took the exam as soon as I got the access to it, and I took notes. Well, actually I think I just took it just bare the first time, just whatever my basic knowledge was. And then the second time I actually went through it, and if I didn't know what the question was talking about, like the contents of it, I would go look it up and I would research it, and then I would write it down. So I had a notebook full of information that was not really new to me, but stuff that I didn't remember. It was stuff that I had learned in previous semesters. I thought it was very theoretical based, like Piaget's theory or Brofenheimer's, whatever that name is, theory. And I've also heard that the next test, the PLT, is all theory based. So it was kind of confusing. I wrote down my notes. I took it that twice, and then I didn't do anything. I tried to look up more information on the internet or more practice tests about it, but like I said, it was hard to find the type of information that I was looking for, because it's one of the broken down tests. It's not a general main test. And so I took it again, either the day before or the morning before. I think I took my test at 11. And I'm really good at memorizing questions in a practice test like that. So it was damn, I'm not learning anything. I just know that's the answer because I've memorized it. So anyways, I did it before the exam. On the morning of the exam, I went through my notebook notes that I made from the test, and then I got to the testing center an hour beforehand, and then I re-looked in my notebook. and I took the exam. I think there's 120 multiple choice questions. I'm pretty sure it's 120. And then there's 3 essay questions. And the essay questions were really stressing me out because on the practice test, it gives you an essay, you write about it, but then you have to score yourself. First of all, those questions were hard as shit compared to the actual questions on the exam. And second of all, I can't score myself, so I gave myself like, it was like a 0, 1, 2, or 3. And I gave myself like a 1 just to like give me a little bit of wiggle room, and I didn't think that my answers were sufficient to get anything more than a 1. But the essay questions on the actual exam were like really easy. I kind of blanked on one, but they were really easy compared to what I thought they were going to be. So if you're worried about that part, don't stress about it. If you know your shit, you know your shit. But the multiple choice questions, there was a lot that I like marked to go back on or just didn't answer at all because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's really irritating because it's like 5 or 4 tests that I'm going to have to go through before I can actually take the certification test to get my certificate that says I'm allowed to teach in South Carolina from K to 3. And it's so stupid because it's not like, here's what you need to study for this test and then you take it. It's just like, here, take this fucking test. It's really fucking stupid. But anyways, the good news is that I passed. You have to make a 160 on it, and I made a 161. Yes. I was thinking today, like, I'm so average when it comes to school and learning. Like, I'm very much capable of doing it, and I'm good at memorizing, which is not good. But when it comes to like stuff like this, I always make either right below, at it, or right above. Like, that my SAT scores sucked horribly. Like, I almost didn't get into college bad. My friend, the one I was talking about that had taken it before me, what the fuck here? She had made a 158 and had to take a 160. So she's having to retake it, which I didn't want to do at all. It was 150, somewhere near there. Way over $100, less than $200. But it was freaking ridiculous, and for a girl that don't have a job, I had to spend money that I had saved taking this fucking test, and I was going to be damn shitting if I had to take it again. So, point for me, 161. So let me know in the comments below if you've taken this test before and what have your experiences been with it. Have you gotten any other study materials besides what ETS provides for you? Do you even have to take this test if you are in early childhood in a different state other than South Carolina? Let me know in the comments below. I want to talk about our stories. And if anybody's taking the next test, the PLT, let a girl know. Is it hard? How many times did you have to take it? How much does it cost? Why do I gotta pay for all this shit? It's freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.